Good morning, Carla Hartley here. I'm a family law attorney operating out of Ventura County, California. I'm coming to you on Tuesday, July 21st, and it's 2020. I am going to be continuing discussing with you how to figure out if the community has an interest in the former family residence. Today, as previously promised, we're going to talk about whether the community can get a buy-in or develop a monetary interest in the former family residence where the former family residence has been titled to the other party with a separate property origin. Okay, so merely holding title. If a property was acquired during marriage in one party's name, it's still presumptively community property. So today, for the purposes of this, we're going to assume that the property was acquired by one spouse before marriage and the spouse never put the other party on title. So this is a fairly common scenario in divorce proceedings. It is one of many. Here's where I give you the little caveat that says these little 3 to 5 minute videos cannot possibly give you all the permutations of the facts and how they would apply to the law. We have a tremendous body of case law for that. So what you need to take out of this is you should probably be calling somebody and asking questions if there is a real property parcel involved in your dissolution, whether it is separately titled or titled to the community. However it's titled, you want to at least have a consult with a competent family law attorney. Okay, so the spouse has title to the separate property residence, okay? We're calling it still the former family residence. That spouse is going to want to think, and is perhaps, and often does, going to insist to his spouse that the community has no interest in that former family residence. It's not yours, you've got no interest in it. That is mistaken thinking. If the parties lived in the house during marriage, all right, if they lived in the house during marriage, and or if the community paid down the mortgage on that house during marriage with community funds, then the community is going to have a monetary interest in the property. The extent of that interest, simplest way I can think of putting in this is the extent of the interest is going to be a percentage of the increase in equity of the home during marriage that is consistent with the percentage of the community's pay down on the total mortgage. Okay, this is a bunch of numbers that go into this. This is not a formula that I'm going to whip out right now. To give you an idea, I have an associate, one of my very skilled associates, who has put together an Excel spreadsheet with us, complete with all the formulas populated and everything. We punch in the numbers and we do get a pretty good calculation. We still double check it and do it the long way. But it's nice to have associates who can give us something where it's a quick and easy. Before we have to actually get into the weeds, we can give people a good overview. So that's the benefit to having young people, I think almost always in your firm. Okay, so if you're the spouse holding title, one of your arguments is going to be, but we lived here. The community enjoyed the fair rental value of this property. Yeah, the community did, but that's not enough. California courts have consistently decided that fair rental value is of the community in the separate property household is simply not enough compensation to the community. There are a lot of doctrines I could discuss right now, but it pretty much all boils down to this. The separatist, the party asserting a separate property interest, cannot benefit his separate property or her separate property estate to the detriment of the community. And I think that sums up most of California's jurisprudence when it comes to looking at the difference between separate and community property estates. So that's all I have for this morning. I hope it was helpful. And if you guys have questions that you'd like to see me answering, maybe post a couple on the Facebook page, because that would be nice to have some ideas and to figure out what you guys are interested in. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good week. And I will be back to you later this week.